Hey, it's Paul from howtoplaybassdotcom. Today we're going to look at playing through Start Me Up by the Rolling Stones. Sounds like this is a really simple tune, and it kind of is quite simple, but if you listen to the original, there are lots of variations, lots of subtle variations of rhythm, octave placement, little approach note variations scattered all the way through the tune. It's actually a great piece of improvised bass line creation. What I'm going to do for the lesson, as otherwise it would take me hours and hours to go through the entire tune note by note, I'm going to show you a pattern for the chorus and a pattern for the verse. And the pattern for the verse has been simplified and chunked down into 4-bar chunks, and the first 3 bars are always the same, and then you play a different variation on the 4th bar. And what you can do is learn those 4 variations and just practice playing through and putting them in a different order. And then if you go and play live, it'll sound like you're playing an authentic bass line, but it sounds like you're being a bit more spontaneous and adding some interesting things in, so it will feel cooler and sound cooler as well. Before we go on and start looking at the verse and that riff, if you're not a subscriber to my free monthly ezine, click on the link underneath the video if you're watching in YouTube, go to my website, subscribe. You get a free series of 3 or 4 video and PDF lessons as a thank you for subscribing over the next few days, and then each month there's a exclusive video and PDF lesson that only subscribers get hold of. As I say, it's free. All it will cost you is your email address. So go do that and come back, and then we'll go and look at the verse. So the verse is a 4-bar pattern which is repeated 4 times, and the simplified version that I'm going to teach, the first 3 bars are always the same, and then the 4th bar is a variation. And then what you can do if you're playing this in a live environment is you can mix and match the variations, change them round, and it sounds like you're jamming a bit more than you are, but you're still creating an authentic bass line. I'll play through the entire 16-bar section, then we'll talk through the sections. 2, 3, 4. Be the chorus there, those C notes. Okay, so first of all, let's start with the first 3 bars, and these 3 bars are always the same in this version I'm teaching. Okay, so let's go through those notes for those 3 bars. Starts off the first bar, you've got 3 notes. You've got C, the 3rd fret of the A string, down to F, which you play twice, which is the 1st fret of the E string, and then the very last 8th note leading to the next phrase is a B flat, 1st fret of the A string. So it'd be 2, 3, 4. And then you'd be into the 2nd bar. And the 2nd bar is this, which is C, down to F again, 3rd fret of the A string to 1st fret of the E string. Then you've got B flat, C, 1st and 3rd frets of the A string, octave F, 3rd fret of the D string, and then you've got another B flat at the end of that bar, 1st fret of the A string, and then the 3rd bar is just C to 2 B flats, 3rd and 1st frets of the A string. Play that again. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then the 4th bar in each case is different. I'll just go through those notes again. So first bar C, F, F, B flat. 2nd bar C, F, B flat, C, octave F, back to B flat. 3rd bar C, B flat, B flat. Okay, and let's look at these 4 different variation bars that we use. So each of the 4 variations start not on the first beat of the 4th bar, but on the 2nd 8th note, the AND of beat 1. I'll play through each variation with the metronome so you can clearly hear that, and then we'll talk through the notes. So this is variation 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll always go back to that pattern so you can hear it resolve to that. First variation you simply start with a B flat, first fret of the A string, open A string again, B flat, and then a B natural on the last eighth note of the beat, and that leads nicely to that phrase. Okay, the second variation. Let's play it with the metronome. 2, 3, 4. Again, you hear it go back to that phrase in C. This one is just 2 B flats, first fret of the A string, G, third fret of the E string, F, first fret of the E string, and then the very last eighth note. You've got a B flat this time, not a B natural, first fret of the A string, and that leads back to. Okay, the third one, this is my favourite one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice little variation there. What you've got is you've got 2 16th notes on that first and beat of the octave of B flat, third fret of the G string, then you've got an eighth note of B flat, eighth note open G string, F, third fret of the D string, and then on beat 4 and the and of beat 4 you've got that run which is B flat and B natural, first and second frets of the A string, and that leads back to that again. Okay, the final one, this is the one I would use going to the chorus, but it will work for other sections. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've got a B flat, first fret of the A string on the and of beat 1, then it doesn't play till beat 3, B flat again, open A string, B flat, B natural. I love that pattern. Then you're into C, either the riff or the chorus. So use those 4 patterns, interchange them, play around with them, and it will sound like you're vamping a bit and playing a bit more spontaneous than perhaps you actually are. Let's go and look at the other main section of the tune, which is the chorus. The chorus is a slightly more traditional style bass line, much more eighth note and driving. There's still some nice little rhythmic subtleties in there. It's a 10-bar section, and then there's a 4-bar variation of the riff that we've already looked at in the verse. Play through the entire thing and we'll talk through it. 2, 3, 4. Back into the verse there. So let's go through that bar by bar. First bar is C, C, A, C, D, E. And the notes are C at the third fret of the A string, open A string, back to C, open D string, E, second fret of the D string. Second bar, you've got 5 Fs in eighth notes, third fret of the D string, and then open A, B flat, B natural, opens A, first fret and second fret of the A string. Then the third bar, you've got C, C, B flat, C, D, slide to G, down to F. C again, third fret of the A string, B flat, first fret, C at the third fret again, D, open D string, slide to G at the fifth fret of the D string, down to F. I'll now play the fourth bar, but I'll play the third bar first because that last F holds over onto the first note of the fourth bar. So this would be the third bar going into the fourth bar. So then the fourth bar, after the held F, you've got another F, they're the third fret of the D string. Then you've got quick 16th notes, open D hammered onto E, open D string and second fret of the D string. Then you've got that run, which is 2 Fs at the third fret of the D string, A, open A string and B flat. Then the fifth bar, which is C, C, open A, C, D, F, and again that's held over into the next bar. The other notes you should have already picked up location wise. That next bar is F being used on all the downbeats, and then the AND beats are different, so you've got open D, F, open D, F, E flat, first fret of the D string, F, open D, then you're into the kind of the tag of the chorus. They're the 7th and 8th bars. You've got C, C, open A, G at the 3rd fret of the E string, open A, back to C, C, open A, G, and then the 9th and the 10th bars, you've got anticipation on the first C, and you've got G at the 5th fret of the D string, sorry, yes that's the D string, that's correct, then you've got D and G, 5th and 3rd frets of the A and E string respectively, then you've got a B flat, the 1st fret of the A string, and then you've got the run, chromatic run, 2 C's, 3rd fret of the A string, 2 open D's, 2 E flats, 1st fret of the D string, 2 E natural, 2nd fret of the D string, and then you're up to, you're into the 4-bar pattern, and this is a variation, or the 4-bar riff. This is a variation. So the main variations are, it starts on F, octave F, and down to the low Fs. Next section we've already played, 3 hits on B flat there, and then the 4th bar there was a variation of one of the variations we looked at. And then you're back into the main section of the verse, and you can carry on repeating that 4-bar pattern for the verse, and changing the last bar up as we talked about.